It's not because of this cycle, the Boldenone and Winstrol, that is the exact reason that George Peterson died. I would say it's not necessarily that. I think it's... I don't really follow bodybuilding, to be honest, but I was quite curious what was in his system, and I took a look in the internet and it's going around now. So in an autopsy report, they noted that anabolic steroids were found in his system. Shocker. We all knew that. But let's just start. What was the substance that was in his body? I was really curious about that. And I don't know if it's true, but it said Boldenone, also called equipoise, EQ, and stenozolol, also called Winstrol. That was present in George Peterson's system. So they also mentioned that his heart has enlarged, and this is something that happens a lot on anabolic steroids. I would not say it's just because of that cycle or whatever. Over the years you develop it, and I think we all know that. But Boldenone undecanoate or Boldenone undecanoate are sold under the brand names Equipoise and Perinabol. So it is an androgenic and anabolic steroid medication which is used in veterinary medicine, mainly in horses. So Boldenone from Equipoise is a protein-sparing anabolic steroid. The roid is used in a lot of bulk cycles because of their similar effect of decadurbalin. But the advantage of Boldenone is that you retain 50% less water during the anabolic cycle. This is also the same with Winstrol, stenozolol, and it's also found in his system. So other side effects of these compounds can include alterations in the structure of the heart, such as enlargement and thickening of the left ventricle. And to be honest, guys, I gotta say, this is I just hate that bodybuilding is like this. I mean, like, why do we all have to be that big? Why can't it? I don't know, man. It's like you see a lot of bodybuilders dropping like flies. It's insane because of the high amount of anabolic use. That's one. And two, it also has to do with the high body weight. If you have such a high body weight, and even though you have low body fat and a lot of muscle mass, it's not healthy because your heart has to work so hard to sustain that. And I always say, if you look at the really, really old people, they're always very skinny, small, light, not tall at all. So it's very interesting if you look at it that way, but this is something that's just unhealthy. So that is why I believe strongly in what I do. People are gonna use shit. If you want it or not, if you ban it or not, people will do it anyway. And the least I can do is give proper information about this stuff to do it as safely as possible. And it also comes down doing your blood work a lot. So you're doing your blood work before your cycle, during your cycle, after your cycle, months after the cycle. I mean, like, if you do this stuff, you need to check yourself a lot. And yes, it costs money, but it's just so important because you're shooting yourself with a lot of anabolic steroids. So just think about that. And this is also a reason why I decided not to do anabolic steroids at all. And it's not, and like I'm saying, it's not because of this cycle, the Boldenone and Winstrol, that is the exact reason that George Peterson died. I would say it's not necessarily that. I think it's more so because of the chronic use of anabolic steroids over the years. So yeah, you just develop things that are pretty harmful in the body. So yeah, I mean, so it's very sad to see, and you have to understand, it's not like all the pros that drop like flies are the only ones. These are the people we only hear of. And just imagine the people that use anabolic steroids and do bodybuilding a lot that aren't famous. A lot of people die because of this. And this is just something you have to keep in mind. It's not only the pros. So before you make the decision to use anything, Just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's all I have for you in this video. It's very sad. I still think it's sad. I wish his family all the best. But what I want to make clear in this video, before you do anything, just think very clearly about your decision. And yeah, I know it was a short one, but I just wanted to get that off my chest. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, subscribe if you're new, because most of you guys that watch my videos are not even subscribed. So what are you doing? So I hope to see you tomorrow. Much love.